Imagine a kingdom built entirely on water. Homes, schools, mosques, markets, all floating above a wide brown river. Now imagine that this kingdom once ruled an empire, fought off pirates, defied colonial powers, and somehow, after more than 1,000 years, it still survives today. Welcome to Kampong Ayer in Brunei, the floating kingdom that refused to sink. Long before skyscrapers and oil wealth defined modern Brunei, this river village was the beating heart of the nation. For centuries, it was more than a settlement. It was the royal capital, the center of trade, and the safe haven of sultans. Travelers from China and Europe wrote about a glittering city on stilts, a maze of wooden walkways and boats bustling with merchants and fishermen. They called it the Venice of the East. But Kampong Ayer is not a fairy tale. It is a living, breathing city, and it hides stories of escape, survival, and quiet rebellion. Let's drift back to the 14th century. Brunei was a rising maritime power. Pirates roamed the South China Sea, and colonial empires were beginning to cast their shadows across Asia. The Brunei sultans chose the Brunei River as their fortress. By building their capital directly on the water, they gained two priceless advantages: quick escape routes through hidden channels and constant access to rich trade passing along the coast of Borneo. Every home stood on wooden stilts driven deep into the riverbed. Bridges of planks connected neighborhoods. Markets floated. Boats became taxis. Children learned to swim before they could walk. Life on water meant freedom, but it also meant danger. Storms could tear apart homes overnight. Pirates struck without warning. And yet the floating city endured. Legends tell of secret docks hidden beneath certain houses, where royal messengers slipped in and out unseen. Old fishermen still speak of underwater passageways that allowed quick escapes when enemy ships appeared on the horizon. Then came the 19th and early 20th centuries. European powers advanced through Southeast Asia. Brunei shrank in size and influence. A British protectorate was established. The royal court, seeking safety and a more modern image, moved inland to dry land. Many outsiders assumed Kampong Ayer would vanish without its royal patrons. They believed the tides would swallow it, and families would abandon their wooden homes for concrete apartments. But the floating kingdom refused to sink. Generations of water people stayed. They repaired their stilts, rebuilt after fires and floods, and kept their mosques and schools alive above the river. Even today, more than 30,000 people call Kampong Ayer home. The village stretches across nearly 30 different neighborhoods, connected by a labyrinth of wooden walkways and zigzagging canals. Modern life has crept in. There is electricity, running water, and internet access. A police station floats beside a fire station. There are clinics, grocery stores, and even small museums. But the rhythm of the river still rules everything. Visitors who arrive by water taxi often expect a fragile museum of the past. Instead, they find a vibrant community. Laughter echoes across the boardwalks. Cooking smells drift over the tide. Life continues, defiantly afloat. Yet whispers of the old days remain. Elders talk about the time when the Sultan's palace stood above these waters. They describe nights when sudden fog covered the river and strangers disappeared into secret passages. No proof has ever been found. But every creak of a wooden walkway and every ripple against the stilts makes the legend feel possible. Kampong Ayer is more than a tourist stop. It is a living testament to resilience, a reminder that progress does not always mean leaving tradition behind. So when you glide across the Brunei River and the city of stilts comes to view, remember this: You are not just looking at houses on water. You are witnessing the stubborn heart of a nation, a kingdom that refused to sink. Would you walk these swaying boardwalks? Would you spend a night in a house that floats yet stands stronger than stone? Share your thoughts below. And if stories of hidden worlds and living history fascinate you, subscribe for more journeys into places where the past refuses to let go. Because somewhere on this river, beneath the moonlight and the wooden beams, the floating kingdom still keeps its secrets.